Welcome to the channel again, Safa's Center for Learning. In the last class we discussed about the marriage and the functions and the types of the marriage also we discussed. In the types of marriages we discussed different types of the marriages, serial monogamy, non-serial monogamy, polygamy we discussed, polyandry and the group marriages. Today I am going to discuss about Hindu marriage system. So what are the roles of Hindu marriage systems, aims of the marriage, and what are the types of Hindu marriage systems are there in the Indian society. So let's discuss about it. Hindu marriage. So first we'll discuss about the rules of Hindu marriage. So in that, endogamous and exogamous. Endo means inside the system. Exo means exit. Remember, it is outside the system. So endogamous marriage means marriage which happens inside that community or inside the marriage system, inside the whatever the systems are there. Like exogamous system means it's between the two systems, like village to village, second varna to varna, one caste to another caste. These are called exogamous marriage. So further, this endogamous marriage is further divided into tribal endogamy, caste endogamy, subcaste endogamy, varna endogamy. In tribal endogamy, one tribe cannot marry to the same, inside the same. One tribe. Suppose let us take X tribe is there. This X tribe only marries inside its tribal people only. Like this is a tribal people. Is a X person is there. So he has to marry people from the same community or same tribal group. This is called the endogamous tribal endogamy. Similarly, caste endogamy. Caste endogamy is very much prevalent in the Andhra Pradesh. Yadavs marries to Yadavs only. Reddis marries to Reddis only. This is called the caste endogamy, inside the caste. Okay? And subcaste, so basically people will marry BCs to BC or SCs to SC. There is some clause. But inside the SC also, inside the BC also subcastes are there. Like in the BC we have a B, C, D subcaste. So like the Rajaka and Yadava. Some caste, this type of caste are there. So subcaste endogamy means Rajakas marries to Rajakas. So these are called subcaste endogamy. Varna endogamy is also same like that, like Kshatriyas married to Kshatriya, Brahman married to Brahman. This type of endogamy. Okay, next, Gotra exogamy. Exogamy means outside the, what I said, outside the system. So this further divided into Gotra exogamy, we call it as Sagotra, Pravara exogamy, Sapinda exogamy, village exogamy. So if you see that Gotra exogamy, let us see the Gotra exogamy first. So Sagotra exogamy, Gotra means same clan. Okay, Sagotra means same clan. Sapinda means same lineage. Pindam. Okay. So same clan cannot marry each other, so they have to go to the other clans. So this is X clan. She will marry from the woman or the man from clan Y. This is what the exogamy is. So this is called this Hindu practice of one of the marrying outside our own Gotra. Suppose my Gotra is Anwal Gotra. So I am married to the other Gotra people. Like this normal example I am saying it. So it is called exogamous marriage. Sagotra, not Sagotra, it is a different Gotras. Okay, exogamous marriage. Next, Pravara exogamy. Pravara exogamy. Pravara means siblings. Siblings cannot marry each other, so they have to go outside the community to marry from the other Pravaras. Okay. Suppose one sister and one brother is there. They cannot marry each other, so they have to go to another one and they can marry brother and sister Okay, this is what called the pravara exogamy. Sapinda exogamy is the people belonging to 5 generations from the father side and 3 or 7 generations from the mother side are known as sapindas. They are not allowed to marry each other. This is what called sapinda exogamy. It is forbidden. Next, village exogamy, as we already know about it, like some people in India, like they feel that they are coming from the same family, same village, cannot marry each other, so they have to go to other villages to marry. Okay, this is called village exogamy. Next, types of Hindu marriages. Now, types of Hindu marriages, we have many more. Let's discuss one by one. First, Brahma marriage. In the Brahma marriage, father gives his daughter to a learned man and a good character, with a good character. This is what happens right now in India. Common marriage, we can see that. Okay. Next, Daiva marriage. In Daiva marriage, father gives his daughter to a Brahmin priest. It is not happening right now in India. Okay. Daiva, remember, it is related to the Brahmin. They think that it is related to the Brahmins. So in the Daiva marriage, father gives his daughter to a Brahmin priest. Okay. So Arsha marriage, groom presents some gifts like cows or bulls to the father of the bride before marriage. Okay. So let us take this as a groom. He wants to marry some bride, so you give some gifts like cows, goats, etc. Okay. Next, Prajapatya marriage. What is Prajapatya marriage? In Prajapatya marriage, a father gives his daughter to a man after proper negotiating with his parents. It's the most common way right now. Okay, Prajapatya. Praja means taking the what we call permission from his parents. Okay, Prajapatya marriage. Asura related to the Rakshasa. Okay, Asura marriage, bride's price is given to the groom by the bride's father. In Asura marriage, the bride price is given by the groom to the bride's father. Okay, Gandharva marriage. We are many times we heard about this marriage system, Gandharva marriage. Bride and groom like each other and marry without the consent of the parents. There is no consent of parents in Gandharva marriage. Okay. Now Rakshasa marriage is very important. So a girl is kidnapped and get married without her or her parents' consent. There is no consent of her or parents' consent. So can we say that Sita is kidnapped by the Ravana? If they marry each other, we call it as a Rakshasa marriage. Paisachika marriage. The girl who is asleep and intoxicated or unsound mind is forced to surrender her chastity and later give the status of a wife. Nothing but she doesn't know that she is even raped by some person, but it is done. So this is what is called the Paisachika marriage. Okay. These are the types of Hindu marriage systems. Next, what is the main aim of Hindu marriage? The main of Hindu marriage is to get moksha after the performing 3 dharmas. This is the final salvation. We call it this the final salvation phase. Moksha. The first and foremost is dharma. What is dharma? The Hindu thinkers regarded dharma as the first and the highest aim of Hindu marriage. So marriage is designed not so much for sex or for children as for the acquiring a partner for the fulfillment of one's religious duties. So dharma is nothing but perform your duty. Okay. Next, Artha means, what is Artha? Artha means earn and support the family. What is Kama means? Do your work, that's it. Don't think about the results of it. Next, I gave the characteristics also for different dharmas. So, if you see the dharma, live your life compassion towards all beings, absence of cruelty and greed, search for peace and tranquility and the goodness. Earning money by honest means, artha means. Provide for the family, acquire wealth and status honestly, artha. It's related to artha shastra, let us think like that, and just earning the money and supporting the family. No stealing, cheating, charging interest. Kama is basically rati, also we call it as like a pursuit of love and physical pleasure to balance life. Okay, so through this we get a production of children, and that's also one type of dharma in or aim of the Hindu marriage. Next, moksha. So moksha is related to the lead soul towards the salvation. This is the final phase of a man or a woman. Final phase of a man to get salvated, the salvation towards salvation. Okay, it is the most moral action. Next, what are the ceremonies? It is in our daily life we see that the homa before the Hindu marriage happened. There are some ceremonies like. So Kanya Danam is one ceremony, giving the bride to the groom, the father giving the bride to the groom, homa, an oblation to sacred fire. So people will move to the step around this fire also, Pani Grahana. So taking the hold of the bride's hand by the bridegroom, going around fire to the front of Vedic mantras. Saptapadi. Saptapadi means taking 7 steps around the sacred fire. This is what I am going to do. Okay. So it is also given in that section 7, subclass 2 of the Hindu Marriage Act 1955. Remember, Hindu Marriage Act is given in the 1955. Use of that general provision for Saptapadi, where it states that where rites and ceremonies include Saptapadi as a ceremony, then the marriage will be considered complete and valid upon the completion of 7th round around the holy fire. Then only it is considered. If the marriage does not contain the Saptapadi, then it is not considered to be a legal marriage according to the section 7 subclass 2 of Hindu Marriage Act. Okay, so there is a one case in Shantidev Burma versus Kancha Parva. In Supreme Court held that merely wearing a Mangal Sutra and Sindoor on forehead does not constitute legally accepted marriage if other rites like Saptapadi before holy fire were not performed. Okay, this is the just giving the some more introduction. Next, what are the 7 vows? First one, to nourish each other. One step. First step is what? To nourish each other. The second step related to remain friends a lifelong, whether it is in a bad condition or the good condition. So you have to be along with your partner. To be together forever. So, yeah, this is very important, and to care for our children. So, this is that's what I call the Kama, and share our journeys in the sorrows, to preserve our wealth, to grow together in the strength, and to nourish each other. These are the 7. These are the 7 vows of a 7 Saptapadi. Okay, and next, we will discuss about the factor responsible for the changing the marriage of patterns, and the remaining marriage also we will discuss about in the next class. Thanks. Thank you for watching it. Thank you very much.